Well, the home test was accurate. So I'm pregnant. You think you know who the father is? Of course I do.
Relax for a bitch that got a target on the back of her head right now.
Please, please, you can't do this to me. You want to come?
And my dad tried his hardest to keep me away from this. Now look how it turned out. I need to be on top.
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, to another video, and new exclusive photos was released for season 4 episode 4 of Power Book 2 Goes, and we see a lot of interactions between, of course, Saleem and Diana. We also saw the trailer of what's going to take place between Diana and Tariq, and this is the episode I think we figure out who the father actually is. Now, I said in a prior video, she probably thought it was Tariq, but seeing that she's going to Saleem's house, a lot of you guys mentioned that that's where she was hiding out at. I thought she was back at the Tejadas. We're gonna have to wait and see for that, but it makes sense why Tariq goes and attacks him. He's looking for Diana. This might not be after. We're just gonna go ahead, break down all the clues and details of why each could be the father, how everything plays out going forward, and other exclusive scenes we've seen from both trailers and previews that haven't taken place yet this season. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into it. Now, I first want to start with Saleem because I kind of paid little to no mind about him being the father, but now that I think about it more and more, it actually connects well with the story when you look at it from a certain perspective. Now, we know Saleem throughout season 3 with Diana had a lot of problems with her family, the life that they were living. He was kind of some sort of black activist and everything like this, always speaking proper and smart, and was telling her basically she needs to separate herself from everything she got going on with her family, and that topic kept coming up, causing problems between them.
And you've been running errands with your dad all the time? What's up with that?
Ultimately until Lorenzo got killed. Now, the reason I point this out first is because when Diana went to the doctor and the doctor was like, do you know who the father is? The doctor also told her he might not have the family to have a baby, to take care of it, to be around. It might not be ideal for her to have this child.
Really have to ask yourself, do you have the right kind of environment and family to bring a new life into the world?
And funny enough, that's just the same thing Saleem was telling her about her situation, her circumstance, separating herself.
Maybe parting ways with your family might be the best thing for you.
And she got pissed when the doctor told her that as well, just like she did at Saleem. So I think going into this next episode, when we see them two having this conversation with one another after the whole shit with Lorenzo, after them trying to take out Monet, and now Monet out to kill her and True, I think she would tell him that he was right, that she should have listened way back then. She should have been got out, and now it might be too late. And she might be hoping that the baby really is his. I said in a prior video that she thought it was Tariq's when she told the doctor, but now possibly she wants it to be Saleem, and it makes more sense because remember, Diana exposed him for who he really was. He was this fake activist acting like he grew up in the hood, he struggled to make it where he is now, but he come from wealth. He has all the money in the world. So really, if the baby was for him, it'll be more ideal, it'll be better circumstances because the baby could be taken care of in case everything just goes to shit with her family, which it most likely will. And I think that's also why we see them talking and have this conversation. I wonder if she's gonna tell him that she is pregnant. Now, this of course connects to Tariq because you guys said it down below. She's hiding out in Saleem's house. I don't know how I didn't notice the staircase from when Tariq is choking up Saleem, but he's gonna break into this nigga shit. He's obviously looking for Diana, and this scene is just gonna be crazy if she doesn't tell Saleem prior. If she waits and announces it while everyone's there, the shit is just gonna be wow. It's gonna be a crazy scene to see. Now, another interesting point to bring up, I literally went back and checked every single scene in season 3 of Tariq and Diana and Saleem and Diana. And it turns out she only slept with both of them once during the entire season, but they both within a span of 24 hours. She was sleeping with Saleem one day, got the call that that, of course, Lorenzo was dead. And while she was attending his repast or his funeral or something, this nigga was talking shit, talking about he had this coming, basically like he's not surprised this happened to him. So she was like, fuck that nigga. They broke up, and then later that night she was getting drunk and my nigga Tariq pulled up, and this nigga Saleem tried to come get his bitch back with flowers and shit. They was trolling his ass, but then her and Tariq slept together. Now this puts a lot into question. Either of them really could be the dad if we're really thinking about it, but the reason I lean towards Tariq is because of all the scenes that we got afterwards. Of course, the one I played at the beginning, her asking him to come to the doctor's office with her. Now I was hoping that she wouldn't be asking my nigga this if he wasn't the dad. That would be kind of crazy, but we also did see the scenes that he did go with her and everything like that. But with this, I told you guys it was two other reasons I believed it could possibly be Tariq's, and that's the route that they're gonna go because of the episode 405 ego debt. That description says Tariq is sent on a journey of self-discovery that gives him clarity on what his path moving forward must be. And I think that's why we hear him in the trailer telling Diana, I need to be on top. I think he's contemplating what his move is going to be going forward now that he could possibly have a kid on the way. And two, it's Tariq St. Patrick. The thing Tariq values more than anything, as we've seen throughout the entirety of the show, is family. When they had the lesson in class, they had to write the thing they wanted the most in the world. He wrote family. He already took out his dad. He lost his sister, of course. Mom had to go on witness protection. Then he had to send his sister along with her. Got into it with his grandma. She was sad, fucked up about her life, so sent her away as well. And his whole goal is to get enough money to provide for his family. I mean, this whole situation literally shows it. Think about it like this. Tariq knew Drew and Diana set him up. Monet questioned him in episode 2, and he could have told her that they put the plan in motion, that they wanted to take her out. He even threatened Drew to tell Kane in episode 1, but he never did it until what? Until he found out Diana is the one who sent Tommy to kill Tasha, and if he never showed up in that situation, Tasha would have died. So he didn't even care about his own life, about Diana trying to take out him and Monet. But the second he learned she was the one attempting to get rid of his mom, to leave his sister without a mother, his grandma, she old, she probably can't take no more debt, another tragedy like that. The second he found out it was her, he wanted revenge immediately. And this is after he's already been saying all of them, Drew, Diana, Kane, Noma, Effie, they're all gonna get what's coming to them. The second he immediately found out that Diana went after Tasha, he acted on it right away. That goes to show family is the most important thing to him. So if that is the truth, and this is a chance that this is possibly his baby, having a kid of his own, he might get some type of clarity. He might want out the game eventually later down the line, and that's possibly how we could see the season ending. So all this is really interesting because the thing Diana wants more than anything was independence. Saleem was telling her this the whole time, but she got roped back into the game, and now it's not just easy to get out. Tariq, if this is his kid, he might want out as well. He don't want to be in this life. He's telling her in the trailer, Ghost tried to keep him out of this, but he didn't listen, and look where he is now. So I think they both will give her the pat she wants to trying to make sure the baby and her are safe, but Saleem is probably still the most ideal option for her. So we're just gonna have to see what she tells him when she arrives at his house, how Tariq gets there, and also this standoff. The reason I thought it was the Tada house, because I told you guys it looks like a standoff between Tariq and Monet, as we could see her red hair and white sweater. So maybe she got to Saleem's house as well, and she's protecting Diana, which is interesting because we got the picture of Kane, Monet, and Tariq all together. Looks like they're saying, hey, Drew and Diana gotta go. They're basically in on it together. We know Monet is of course gonna change her mind based off the episode 404 description saying demand her path to revenge and forgiveness. And we got a leaked scene of her telling Kane to stand down, that Drew is still his brother.
He is still your brother.
And once again, she's wearing the white sweater with the red hair that we see pointing the gun back at Tariq. So she's gonna step in, she's gonna de-escalate the situation. And I guess this is where Diana announces she's pregnant to every single body. If Saleem, Monet, and Tariq is in the room when she does that, this is gonna be one of the best scenes in TV history. I'm gonna be dying. But even if Diana does announce it, is she gonna be able to actually tell who the father of her child is? Because that's really the biggest question that we want to know. Overall though, that's it for this video. You can leave your thoughts and opinions down below on who you think the dad is. Honestly, I told you guys, I never really saw it being Saleem, but when I looked at it from the perspective I explained, basically he told her so. He told her this was gonna happen. He told her she needed to leave her family alone. She needed to escape before it's too late. And now it feels like it's too late. But also it makes sense for the Tariq perspective of why would he spare her? Because he care about family. If that is his baby, all the paths and routes it could take and go. A lot of people are talking possible spin-offs that could carry over for so fucking long, if we're being honest. So it's just so many ways they could go about it. We got more scenes obviously showing Tariq going to the doctor with her and everything, so it's looking like that's the route they're gonna choose to go. But at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Saleem's. I at this point just can't wait to see how it all plays out. Be prepared for a full breakdown and review on Friday. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.